The Pittsburgh Steelers are facing a Baltimore Ravens team that isn't filled with many secrets. This is a team that we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers know that they fully understand what to anticipate. And they're going to break out a secret weapon, a guy that I've been waiting for, a name that could definitely earn his place on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster moving forward because of his Steelers debut against the Ravens. What's going on, everybody? I'm Noah Strackmine. Thank you for jumping on to Steelers to Go, your daily to-go cup of Pittsburgh Steelers news and analysis. Find us on youtube.com/allsteelerstalk and subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts. I'm talking about the Steelers' secret weapon today. When asked about whether or not Braden Fehoko will get a hat this weekend, Terrell Austin, the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive coordinator, said, quote, "Yeah, you draw up Fehokos for teams like this." It's been a long-awaited journey to sit here and understand who Braden Fehoko is and how good he is against the run and watch the Pittsburgh Steelers defense struggle against the run week in and week out, and everybody come up with reasons, and head coach Mike Tomlin take the podium and call his group out, and Austin take the backdrop on Thursdays and talk about how they need to fix it, and so on and so forth. It has been almost exhausting to know that in their back pocket, they have a guy that all throughout the summer, all throughout the spring, all throughout preseason, you had such a strong understanding this guy could be a run stuffer. This guy is a guy that is built for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense when they need somebody to be a big body in the middle. Montravius Adams is having a good season. I really believe that. And I think Montravius Adams is a name that has grown so much and developed so much while he's in Pittsburgh that, I'm overly impressed by the guy. But you need a number two, and I don't think Keanu Benton is a nose tackle. I think he's a defensive tackle, and I think he plays best as a defensive tackle. And I think the Steelers should utilize a second-round pick in a more versatile way than a nose tackle. And being a defensive end, being a defensive tackle, that is the place to be. So you need somebody else in the middle, and that somebody else should be Braden Fehoko. And it's been a long, long journey to wait until he got a helmet, but now it feels like he's going to. He told me yesterday that he believes that he will suit up against the Baltimore Ravens, that he's been told to prepare as if he is ready to go. And I asked him, is there a better debut to make than Steelers versus Ravens? And he said the only game that could be better is the Super Bowl. Besides that, this is as good as it gets. I'm excited. This is what he had to say when we talked about what makes the Baltimore Ravens so good, why he is so excited to be part of this right now, and what he's able to contribute to the Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
No, there's guys here that have been doing it already, man. They're good. I'm just here to help out and, just provide a helping hand and just help feed into the guys, the room, the pack, keep the train moving forward. But I do look forward to this week, though.
You are playing?
As of now, I've just been told to prepare as if I am. So, I'm just going to continue preparing as if I am. And if not, then, I'm very confident in the guys that will be out there. But I'm very excited if I do get to play on Sunday and, just to be a part of the guys officially, not counting preseason play, as a Pittsburgh Steelers is going to be fun and awesome.
You played these guys before?
In 2021, yeah, when I was in LA, we got our ass whooped. But I'll tell you what, we didn't have the preparation like we do here. It's different. The vibe's different. You show up to team meetings, and there's just a different energy around the building. So I see why Pittsburgh is able to just be physical with teams, and the identity and the culture speaks for itself.
Is there a better game to make a debut than Steelers Ravens?
Super Bowl. But no, AFC North rivalry. Coach has been talking about it. It's one of those things that's historic. They know us, we know them, and so like I said, I'm just excited to just go in there and just help out any way possible, get a win by all means on Sunday.
You shouldn't have to go looking for work, right?
No, work will find you on Sunday.
Yeah.
This is a week where they breed on running in between the tackles, whether it's QB run, QB read, running backs going downhill in the gap scheme system. So I promise you, all the interior D line will have all the work cut out for them on Sunday.
The Chicago Bears are the only team that outmatched the Baltimore Ravens in terms of rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. This season, so far, Baltimore, obviously led by quarterback Lamar Jackson, has 2,720 yards on the ground. They average 5.2 yards per carry, and they have 14 touchdowns already. They have 18 20-plus yard runs, 3 40-plus yard runs, and are tied with a 79-yard longest run on the season. They run 167 times so far on first down. Their game plan, clear as day. What the Baltimore Ravens like to do, clear as day. They're built for this. As Fehoko told me, they have a bunch of guys that are thick from the pads down, from the legs down. If you are a Baltimore Ravens offensive lineman, your legs are huge. And because of that, you could fight in a phone booth, he said. And you're able to be chippy, and you're able to ground and pound away, down in and down out. Good thing Braden Fehoko also looks like he's built to fight in a phone booth, whatever that means. And he's as thick as it gets. The guy is 300 plus pounds easy. You walk up to him and you have a full understanding that if you need somebody to clog the middle, he's the guy that's going to stand there and he's going to clog the middle. And I'm not sure that he's going to play a whole ton of snaps, but if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you should want him to. You should at least try him out and say, hey, look it, Armon Watts isn't getting the job done as a run stuffer. Montravius Adams has never been known as a run stuffer. Keanu Benton, cool, but DeMarvin Leal might be out with a concussion, so you have no idea if you're going to have options, and you got to play him as defensive tackle. You need another nose tackle. Braden Fehoko is your answer this week. Braden Fehoko should get a start. Braden Fehoko should most certainly get a helmet. Braden Fehoko should have his name called as he's running out of the tunnel against the Baltimore Ravens, and he should welcome himself to Steelers Nation, and then he should go out there, and if I had to guess, he makes a pretty significant impact against a team that's going to try to run at him every single play. That's just what you do. You make adjustments. You make changes. The Pittsburgh Steelers raved and raved and raved about how they're going to be more physical and they need more physicality. You want to know who is as physical as it gets? Your big giant nose tackle who isn't Casey Hampton, but has a body like Casey Hampton and can stand in there and clog the middle. You want to get physical? Make them go to the outside. Get TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith involved in this game. Get Keanu Benton and Larry Ogunjobi involved in this game. Allow your inside linebackers to use their athleticism against the run. Don't give them the open path in the A gap and right up the middle. Just don't do it. And if you don't do it, I think you got a better shot of winning this game. The Steelers, I honestly don't expect them to make any changes anytime soon when it comes to significant things. But when it comes to something small, like changing their nose tackle for a game and for a personnel group and for a team that they know they have the option to stop with one player, I think this is the week you do it. Braden Fehoko is about to have a big week. I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to watch him. And if I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, this is a defensive guy that I am thrilled to have on my team, and I'm thrilled to be making his debut against the Baltimore Ravens.